Welcome back to Moneyball, right? It's not been great off camera. Just going to get that out there right now. It's annoying. Watching it extended, right, in all these matches off camera, we've had so many one-on-ones compared to the opposition, and we just missed them all. Now, I just cannot work out why, over a long period of time, while that keeps happening. It's so frustrating. It could be the kind of chances that we create just don't suit. It's really hard to have a tactic that creates clear one-on-ones down the centre of the pitch and conclude that you need to change your tactic to be better in possession. You know, it's very frustrating. But this is what's happened off camera. Not great, as you can see. We did beat Burnley. Now, this game here, we were drawing 0-0. We had a clear-cut chance missed. We had a penalty, and we missed that. I say it doesn't show there it is. No, it's showing there. And that was at 0-0. And they scored one, and they ended up scoring loads, which is whatever. I don't really care at this point for that. But, yeah, like, it's been disappointing because we've actually been not doing too bad. Like, I'm not in full panic stations just yet. I mean, there are a couple of players in it with 0% win percentage. I mean, that should tell you an awful lot about certain players. I've decided as well that as soon as the January is open, I'm going to give Cruz a go. Like, if we're going to have a bunch of strikers who aren't finishing it, we know that Cruz can just about get it done. So I'm going to play him once he gets back, once we're allowed to register him again. Simic is just frustrating me, but these two, like, they're just so frustrating. They miss so many chances. And as you can see, we've missed a few games. Now, the reason I've switched this up a little bit is one, I wanted to keep playing a little bit, and I wasn't able to record at that time. But the other thing was I thought I would do a 3-game episode in the middle of the season. I don't think I've ever done this before, but I just felt like that going into January, these 3 games make more sense as an episode after what we've just seen than to do one here than one here, you know? So we're going to do Everton, Villa, and Newcastle. This is not going to be a hyperbolic or ridiculous statement. If we don't win any of the next 3 games, I honestly think we're going to go down, and that'll be a sack and save could be over. And I'm not trying to build it up. I think that's generally the case. We have to win one of these 3 because that's 3 more games time. What does that put us on? That puts us on 20 games played. We might end up 17 points, and the fixture list is just too. Every time we get a couple of good games where we can win, we get a big team, bang, and we seem to then drop points. I honestly think we're in a bit of trouble if we can't win one of these 3. We have to win. We need to win. Come on, boys. We played all right. The last 2 games have been good. We did a team meeting after the West Ham game, so we won that game, played well against United despite the 4-0 defeat. I think I was chasing the game and they kept getting us on the break, so it was whatever. Team selection-wise, I don't know what to tell you. The wingers are terrible. It doesn't matter who I play on the wing, they underperform, so that's part of the problem. I'm a bit disappointed that we're having pretty much the same exact season. Like, we're going to be in a clear relegation fight the entire season. I have slightly more faith this season. If we could win, let's say we can get on a bit of a run here, I do feel like that we are playing well enough where we could get a decent run and get ourselves way out of it. Whereas last season, I always felt that no matter what happened, we were going to get a defeat and come straight back in. I do feel like that run is there in us if we can get it. And I think if you look at the fixture list, if we look down to where, if you even include Tottenham a little bit, I suppose we're away from home. If you look at that fixture list, if we were in an okay run of form now, this is where we'd win, right? This is the opportunity here to win. If we're still in the relegation fight going into that Tottenham game, look at the fixture list after that. Look, you've got United, City, Chelsea, Liverpool, Arsenal. So, when I'm saying we have to win now for that reason. These are our games to win right now. And we're at form. Wow. Let's see. Everton at home. Let's go. Come on. We need to win this. And it's not just that we need to survive for the series and want the series to do well. Obviously, I think we will do. Hopefully, most of us do. But it's also, we want to get out of this situation. We don't want to be fighting relegation again. Come on, boys. We should be better than this. My concern is that we create a lot of chances and I miss them all. And so many players in attack are having a terrible run of form. So we'll see how things go in today's episode. 3 games, longer episode right in the middle of the season. Never been done before on the channel. So for those of you that like longer episodes, there you are. I'm contemplating taking the team talks. And on the channel, I don't think I've ever done it. No, let's not yet. Not for this one. We'll let Graham put others go. Go out and show what you got, what it takes. Should we do any of these? I'll tell you, let's do some of these. I have faith in you to want to make a difference. Let's do that. You can make me proud, lads. Go there. Look at this. Motivated, loving it. Obviously, as it's 3 matches, it's going to all be on key highlights. I've been watching in extended recently, though, as the first highlight goes in. For Everton, Helder Costa whips to the far post. It's going to be their highlight. It could be a goal. I'm going to lie to you, I hate my attacking players. I hate the wingers that we bought, and I'm hating the strikers. Ryan Ledson. Oh, it's a counter-attack for Everton. I don't believe it. Helder Costa. If it's a highlight left to right, it's going to be a goal. That's all right. Yeah, they can shoot. They can have that. Campo off. Palacios on. Simic. I tell you what, mate. Just get on the plane. Go somewhere. Do you know what? Go fuck yourself. I've had enough here. The lack of chances we're creating. We just created so many in the last 2 games, especially against United. Highlight here, we throw it into Barassi, to Sangare, to Indikia. This could be our first highlight. Rodriguez gets to it, plays it through to Palacios, don't go through and shoot cross it. Plays it across, it's cleared. We recover the ball there. Marvin gets to it to Patrick William, who's got a 0% win percentage, and this is probably why, because it goes the ball in times like that. Yeah, just give it to the goalkeeper. He's probably got better passing range than you. Oh, we got lucky. Olaina whips it across. Surely, Araujo, yes. Do we go for it? We can't. I can't risk it. I just can't. We'll just stay like default normal. We won't play for the draw though. We have to go to our attacking tactic and get very lucky. I mean, I tell you what. So pleased that happened for us, because that kind of stuff's happening against us a lot. Sangare, Palacios. Surely, no! It's like, if you're in form, he would get to it, even though it shouldn't matter when it's just pace trying to get to that. Surely, no! 1-1 draw. There are so many things I'd like to say right now. Team conceded per 90. Patrick William is at 3.15. Now I have another centre back to play. He's going to come straight out. Brian Ocampo is actually going to come out of the team anyway, even though he's injured. Because if you were to look up the definition of useless in the English dictionary, it would say Brian Ocampo right next to it. I don't know to take off to put in though. But I mean, Palacios is like, they probably use him in the verb section of that. I think I made such a mistake in the attackers this year. I think I changed it over to... I thought whoever I brought in was going to be better, right? And that was just wrong. He might... Okay, so before January ends, we'll have one more chance to get him a work permit, and I hope that comes in. And he's got his new contract, so hopefully he does get one. Has he been playing, though? He has. Good, okay, hopefully he gets one. Aaron Donald did get his work permit, incidentally, by the way, so we could have an attacking left-back to come into the football club, at least. I don't know how much his stats have plummeted, though. It looks like he's not doing great wherever he is in the Serie A. But I need some of these players. Yeah, can you leave, Piero? Do us all a favour. That'd be great. I'm just trying to generate some funds to get, like, one attacking player would be great. So, anyway, I'll see you in a second for the Villa game. Okay, so there's a slight chance I might have forgotten to hit record up to this point, so you've not missed anything, no highlights yet. The only difference is, I think the centre-back, Maldonado, comes in, like we said, at the centre-back, Christensen's back at left-back, and then Elias plays left wing. The major change, though, to the game that you now missed was that I took the team talk for the first time. I didn't even see it on camera, so told the lads to go out there and get revenge, because I'm fed up of the assistant manager costing us matches, which, we need to blame somebody at this point, So I did actually change the tactic. I've got him on inverted winger attack. It hasn't changed anything yet, though. In fact, I might even change it back to support, because, I don't know. Maybe that was what I was working about. Oh, instant highlight, change it back. I've only did it for the last few games. I think I did it for the Burnley game, United game, and the game that we just watched. So it's not been loads of games. Araujo, though, has the ball, plays it back to Elias, to Rodriguez, plays it back to Maldonado, who's going to play it across to Christensen, get the ball in the box, it's cleared. Simic! Come on! 1-0 to Barnsley, come on! Simic is like the striker who, if you let him have the ball, if you were to give him the ball 10 times, right, in like a training exercise, and let him fire at a goal, 8 of them go out the stands, 1 goes straight at the keeper, and then the other one goes like top corner. That's what he does. Simic. Rodriguez whips it in. Maldonado, oh no, let's give a highlight for that. We might have to change our setup, because we've seen quite a few highlights go against us from our corners now, and not as many have gone in. Like, we haven't scored for a while. Maybe we need to look at who's actually taking them. I don't really want to change the routine, because it does seem to do pretty well for us overall, but that's going to be like another time here. Oh, Elias, man. Wow. What are you playing it back to him for there, Christensen? Japar throws it into Buendia. They get it back. Christensen just dives in for no apparent reason. Oh, I thought it was going to be a highlight penalty, to be honest with them, for them. Oh, I thought Simic was going to get to the ball the keeper did. Basil's gone. Olaina, come on. Simic! Oh. Simic has scored 2 and 2. That means he's not going to score in the next 20 one-on-ones. That's about the right ratio for him. it's frustrating. I don't know what to do for these two, like, which way around to put them. Like, he scored 2 here, and he'll get the same 2 chances in the next game in good form, and he'll miss them. We're running out of stats to look at for a striker that won't just be useless for us. Is there a useless stat we can put on there? And Villa are going to probably come back in this game, but not that I'm trying to be negative, but it's happened to me a couple of times playing this tactic. It must be to do with how teams react when they go 2 goals down, and it just fits in well against a 4-4-2 with DMs. But I don't know if I'm not interested really in changing tactic too much after what we've seen in that first season. I mean, I could change it, but it would be to another 4-4-2, like a flat 4-4-2, maybe a 4-4-2 with high wingers, or maybe even like a 4-2-3-1. But can't we look at like a 4-4-2, something like that? But it's always going to be in that sort of 4-4-2 mould, whatever we go to. Now, Elias has got a 6.5 and he's taking a knock, so put Palacios on the left-hand side. Sold a couple more players now that will be leaving in January, so we'll get more wages to spend pretty soon. This is never going in a million years, so what's the real highlight going to be? Sangare, Rodriguez, offside. I did look at the teams that were below us in the Premier League. I think Burnley are one of them. I think it's Burnley, Fulham and Palace, and Fulham are currently beating Palace. But Palace are like the Reading from the last year. They're like way down. They've got 7 points. They're like way behind everybody else. So Palace are taking that sort of last spot. So it's only 2 spots to fight for out of relegation, which I suppose is a good thing. Simic is in for a hat-trick. Yeah, never's that going to go in. I would normally take Simic off to keep him on his good match rating before the end of the game, but I do not feel comfortable at all with this team, so I'm not going to do that. Unless we score a third and go 3-0 up, then I will. Penalty referee, definitely. Come on, I saw that. We all saw that. It's worse than Ryan Ledson's red card. Come on. Yeah, disgusting referee. Now he can come off. He scores that. Yeah. He did miss a crucial penalty last week, though, so right before we had the episode. Barassi can go up front, whatever. I think Bernal's not really had much of a chance this season. He's in, left striker. It does seem at the moment with this... Oh, he's actually scored. What is going on here? It does seem like just in this last episode, that with the team right now the way it is, the left striker gets most of the chances. Weirdly. Mainly when, I guess, because the right strikers are in behind striker, but Rajo, I don't think it's that fast, so it changes how the attacks get created, I think, a little bit. In what changed in this game, I took the team talk. Now, somebody did mention this to me in the comments, by the way. Thank you. I can't remember who it was at this moment. Sorry for the... If I can go back and find it, which video it was on, I'll put you in the description. But somebody did say to take my own team talks. And it's just something that I think when you play loads of FM, like all of us do, that it's just one of those things that just saves hassle. Like you just someone just takes it, move on. But I always like to have some sort of control over them. That's why I always do the half-time and the end ones. Because I sort of look at it like, you know, in real life you would say, I guess you're a bit, and I guess some managers will let their assistant or their first-team coach or the analyst say something. But yeah, it's just a habit of like, just doesn't make too much of a difference. I think there was a year that it was really hard to predict what the best team talks were to say. So it just eased the assistant manager to take it. But I think on reflection there, I'm going to probably do my own team talks for the next few games just to see if it does get better. If it does, probably a big oversight so far. But of all those games, I took the team talks once for the entire match and we won 5-0 there. You'd say, well, why do that more often? That's exactly what you would say in that list. So we'll go for it. We'll do it in this episode off camera as well. I'll do it for the whole month of January, I think. It's so important. If we can avoid defeat against Newcastle, 1, it's an extra point closer to safety, but 2, keep us undefeated for an extra game going into that, and then potentially that's a win. You know, then it rolls. That's a huge game. I might have to do these 2 on camera because they're right the teams next to us. In fact, probably we'll come back for Fulham Villa looking at the way the table is. So we'll do that again. I'll do this later tonight. I'll record this all in one go. So, yeah. Anyway, job's done. We'll see you in a second for the Newcastle game. Because we won 5-0 without him, I'm going to play Maldonado again because why not? Like, he's actually got pretty high win percentage. So I'm going to give him another go at left centre-back. Because if he doesn't do well, we lose. I think we'd have lost this anyway because Newcastle are a pretty good side at this point. This many years into the safe. So apart from that, I think same team, pretty much. Exactly the same team, I think it is. The person that told me to do the team talks also told me to do the press conferences. That just ain't going to happen. I'm afraid there's only so much I can adjust to for this bit. Right, pick up where you left off. Yeah, that's probably what I would say. I'm not going to do personal ones this time. Just go with the team one. That's the thing I used to do. I used to always do team ones, but never personal. Well, originally I did all of them all the time when they introduced them, and then I think when you play, you know, I don't know, 10 to 20 seasons in a save or close together, you just end up doing things that are quicker to do and get settled into a routine, which I think is how you end up playing on key highlights rather than extended if you were playing in those kind of saves, which I think, especially during lockdown, I was playing a lot of saves, a lot of seasons quite close together. Simic goes through, that's more like it, Simic. Anyway, 20 games from now, he's going to be prolific. Araujo gets it, plays it all at Aina. We all of a sudden feel like we're a normal team again. Plays in the box, Simic, header. Stuart Dallas on the counters, 3v3. Nobody's getting back quick enough. Swung on the counter. The field goal is good. He's got to be offside. He has to be offside. Yeah, okay. I thought we were going to get screwed for a second there. Corner, Rodriguez whips in. Surely's giving another hour highlights from our own corner this time. Maldonado. Oh, maybe not. But it's really from us giving the ball away from the second phase. They keep the ball, they ping it in behind. He's through. Darwin Núñez is in. Keeper saved it. Messi, well done. He's at home. We've always got a chance to play flat 4-4-2. Just, so there's no formation advantage, no tactical advantage there, right? It's going to be just us against them. I thought we were going to get to that. We're going to get to this one, though. No, they're going to get to this. But we get the second one. Olena, right-hand side, plays it to Vasilj, who's going to do nothing with it again. I think he's going to be terrible when we look at him. I have a feeling. Simic, surely! Come on! Come on, Barnsley! By the way, quick shout-out to my Barnsley season ticket holders that keep commenting on the videos. Where's my jacket? Where's my shirt? I need something sent to me. Simic, good lad. Simic breaks through, scores 1-0. I'm only joking. I will put a request in, I think, pretty soon. I have to get one, don't I? I did think about this. I thought every club that I played as on my channel, I should have a shirt or jacket or something of them. So that's got to be in the works at some point. Elias, you need to come off, I think. Oh, no, there's a highlight first. Sangare, Araujo to Aina, to Rodriguez. Oh, dear. Right. It's not good. Neres is in. It's going to be a goal if he cuts it across. What we need him to do is go through the centre and score. And not score, sorry, shoot. We need him to do. Counter-attack, surely, Simic. Just get off the ball. Vasilj has got in the way. No, Vasilj, mate. You're a runner. You just run around. That's what you do. You can't score. Palacios can come on the left. Although if I keep looking here, I'm looking at my second monitor, which is where I have my recording stuff with OBS set up. The reason is there's been a couple of episodes where I've gone to record, or I've recorded like first part of an episode, and the microphone's not been working. It's just something to do with this Elgato microphone, and the OBS doesn't like each other sometimes. So sometimes it's just that, making sure that one, the recording's okay, and two, that the microphone is working all right. Luckily, I don't think it cost me one episode, I think, on the Dortmund series, where I recorded the whole thing and it ruined the whole episode. But apart from that, I've always caught it before I've played a game, if there's been a game in the episode. But I think one of the summer episodes on this one, I spent, 10 minutes talking. All of it was gone. Palacios. Simic, come on. Yes! Come on, Simic! Come on, boys! This is better! Where have you been all season, Simic? Must have been having goalkeeping problems or something. Good lad, Simic. He gets in there, drags the defenders out. Palacios gets tackled. That's about... Do you know what? That's still better than the other left winger was doing. Goes through, near post finish. To another Barnsley Football Club. Come on. Vasilj is injured. That's all right. Let's pause the game. Vasilj can come off and we'll throw on... Palacios go on the right. Let's put on... Not a Campo. Barassi can go on the left. I'm going to say 2 team talks. That's all I'm going to say. Now, it's not that it's always the right thing to do. There definitely has been a change. Oh, no. Yes. There's, the game gets updated every year. So, there's definitely been a change in how effective team talks or how it works, etc. But if I was to have to guess, based on what we've seen here, I would have to say that probably it is better to do it yourself than give it to your assistant. And I would have said, I think FM20, the one right before COVID, I think that one, it felt a lot more random to me. And I would have said, always give it to your assistant if you have a good assistant. It seems to have a noticeable effect on, on tactics being used there. So that's definitely something to consider. But I do think, oh my Christ, how has that gone in? Did that take a deflection? It takes a deflection, or at the very least, my centre-back who gets caught man-marking him, I still can't see if it takes a deflection, but I'm not that bothered to keep looking, because it doesn't really affect us. It's gone in now, it doesn't matter, but that's not good. I'm not going to lie to you, I do think they're going to come back and probably get the result. They'll get the draw, but a draw is a good result. Not only for the point, but keeping us on a good bit of form morale. That's what I'm looking at. So I'd be annoyed a little bit if they came back, but it's beyond expected at this point, really. Yeah, let's put Barrow back in there again. So 77 has gone to our defensive tactic, which is basically our current tactic, but pressing forward support and deep man player could defend with time wasting whacked right up. Here it comes. I'm not going to get angry. Well, unless if he'd have scored that, I would have got angry. Neslia rolls it out to Maldonado. What are you two doing? Oh, just... unstoppable. Like, not the finish, the whole move. It's just, oh, thank God for that. Hey, there you go, unstoppable. You want to take play out defense off? Just, lads, like, just don't play out defense. How about that? Simic, win it. Oh, here we go. We're in. Oh, no. He's gone diving in 2-footed. Oh, Meslier. Lads, we're just capitulating. Take a red. Take a Ryan Ledson. Come on. Just break up the game. Take minutes out of the game. Yeah, the whole theory about time wasting is not only it's just less minutes of the ball in play in the game, which means less chances for both sides. And that is it. 2-1 victory for Barnsley. What a win. That was special. I couldn't see where, playing last night, I could not see where the wins were going to come from. The wins that we should be winning and then the unexpected wins, I couldn't see where they were going to come from. I was genuinely concerned because I felt like we were probably only as good as last season. We had more potential than last season with the squad that we've got, but only as good as last season, which was concerning. That's given us a bit of breathing space, but don't forget, we are still in the period where we should be winning our matches. Like we want to be probably, I don't know, for us to be in a close relegation battle, we want to be about 7 points clear going in of the relegation zone going into that game. If it's 7 points or less, we're in trouble. If it's even like 10, we can easily be dragged back in because not that we won't get enough points here on paper, even in theory, but it's like, okay, let's take a good example of this. Burnley away. Burnley away is a game that we could win. We could keep ourselves in a good position, right? Let's say we lose there, we lose there, and we lose there. 3 bad defeats in a row, no form, no morale, and they get the win. That's a defeat that we should have, or we could have won, and it puts Burnley 3 points ahead of us, right? So it makes it get so much smaller, so much quicker. So it's a lot closer than it looks. Like, I still don't see us like, I think we're a bit fortunate to be where we are after those 2 wins, but I ain't complaining, we'll take that. Right, so we've survived. We currently have 5.19 million to spend. We've actually got quite a lot of wages because that's not including the players that are about to leave, and there's quite a few of them. Okay, there's 2. Nunnally and Franco Benitez. Benitez on 11. Nunnally is on 32. But I think, is there somebody else waiting to go? I thought there's somebody else. Now, I think I'll just throw it into this episode then. We'll have a quick look at who we might sign. Adam Ida, 102 million. Well, let's just get rid of him. That's just a joke. Just get out. Right. I don't like any of my wingers. I don't like him as people. I don't like him. Nothing about them that I like. Age is at most 27. Appearances at least 10. Attacking for the right is a competent at. And let's go. I'm just going to put stats chalkboard. Movement, dribbles per 90. Let's put that at 2. Because that's pretty good, even for a wide. Like, that will filter out the non-existent players that we've got no interest in. Yes, I'm just looking at the stats we actually need for wingers. I looked through quite a few, and Joaquin Go seems to be one of the better ones. So not looking at the totals, because he's played 43 starts, compared to everybody else who's played mostly half a season because of the way that the season's run in South America, well, in Argentina and Europe. So 2.72 dribbles per 90 is way out on that. Cross completion 20, and what do we need? 28. But yeah, I couldn't see that then. Well, in fact, can I change that to a percentage, please, Microsoft Excel? A chance creation per 90, it's slightly lower, but that's okay. XG is a bit lower. It says per 90 is a little low as well. Shots on target percentage is a bit low. So there is a few that he's quite low on. Headers, 1%, he's higher on. So really, dribbles per 90, he's high on, really high. Cross completion, he's bang even. And then heading, he's high on. Everything else, he's below. So that's... You'd hope there's somebody better, wouldn't you? I'll have to have a look off camera and see if there's anybody else. But I've had a quick look there for quite a... Well, I've had a look for quite a long time, to be honest. I've actually gone through and looked at quite a few players, and I can't find anybody else at the moment. So I have to continue off camera. If you're going to miss any signings between now and the next episode, it's going to be a winger. We'll definitely... And if I find a striker that I really like, I would then sell Cruz and get this other striker, whoever that is, and give us 3 decent strikers at the very least. Well, that's me counting these 2 as decent, which, let's be honest about it. What did they get last year in Diaz? It wasn't a lot, was it? like 6 league goals. They're both already above that. So you would say on paper that is an improvement, because you would expect them to get, what, if they didn't get injured? He's going to end up on, what, 17, between 15 and 17 goals? I mean, Elias has really got to be a striker right winger, because he doesn't play well left wing at all. It's funny how this year, all of a sudden, the left wing role is the role that nobody can play well in. So, and the left back role is still bad. I just think that when we look at him, his agility is going to be really bad. And he's going to be more like a centre back, and he's not going to be very fast at all. That's my guess. Yeah, that's going to do the episode anyway. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the series. I absolutely love bringing this series to you every single time. I just can't stress it enough. I say it all the time because, I mean it. Like, I don't say things that I don't mean. I absolutely love this series. I love all of you for watching it. It's been so much fun. It's changed. It changed the channel completely, and it's changed. I think there were a lot of people playing FM at the moment, which is brilliant. You know, we changed the game, like they said in the film. We're looking to change the game, and hopefully we are. And all we're looking for is a bit of success to go along with it. Hopefully, these bunch of players can improve. Messley apparently is a 4.5 star goalkeeper for us, which, I mean, comparing him to the other goalkeeper, I can see why you would say that, but don't get carried away here, coaches. But that's going to be the episode. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.